Good morning. It's 5:28. I forgot to take off my makeup last night, but we're gonna do a cheeky little readathon. I'm just gonna get ready and listen to an audiobook. This is the audiobook in question. It's The Christmas Guest by Peter Swanson. Let's go.
Let me read you a story.
Hey! It's now 6:30 and I have a little less than half an hour left in the audiobook. So I'm almost done with my makeup and then I'm gonna quickly go make breakfast. I'm so hungry. Yeah, my plan is to also go to Dunkin' later and read there, as I do in literally every single readathon ever. So the audiobook, it's kind of like told in forms of diaries, and it's a novella, so it's very, very quick and it's just a bit of fun. It's nothing special, but I'm enjoying it. It's also like nothing too crazy, like twisty, where I'm like, whoa, dude. But it's definitely like good for at the moment. Also, because I don't want to like rely too much on audiobooks during the readathon. I really just want to try and read as much physically, because I feel like usually I just almost like only audiobook in readathons, and I feel like I can get through so many more books if I just physically read. I have a lot of like Christmassy novellas on my radar, like the Under the Mistletoe series, My December Darling. Also, I want to read the Housemaid's Wedding novella, because I thought you had to read it after book 3, but you can also read it between book 2 and 3. Like, I think that's actually the preferred reading order. And then obviously just get through my winter and Christmas TBR. But I'm not going to stop myself if there's a book that I'm more in the mood for that isn't necessarily on that TBR, just because I don't want to risk like falling into a slump, because that's the last thing we need. I'm like surprisingly awake for this hour, but I'm going to make myself a coffee when I'm downstairs, and then at Dunkin' I'm also going to have a coffee, so it's just going to be like a shit fit. She's gonna be a shit fest probably later. You're just gonna see me on the toilet with my audiobook, like, I'm not gonna show that, sorry. It's a little too intimate for my liking. Hey guys, we are an hour and a half in and I've just finished The Christmas Guest. That was cute. Nothing too crazy, but it was a little bit like definitely recommend if you're like also like trying to reach your reading goal. I haven't had breakfast yet. It's not even 7. Okay, it's about to turn 7. It's literally 1 to 7, but I'm like, I'd rather wait. The next book that I want to read is All the Beautiful Lies by Peter Swanson, so the same author as the little novella I just read. I always listen to these, so when I'm gonna get breakfast and stuff, I'll listen to this. Also, you know, I'm updating my Goodreads and I want to savor every moment, so for those kind of things, when I do need to shit later, probably. The physical book that we're gonna read is The Night Before Christmas, so this is part of the D.I. James Walker series. This is the 4th book in the series, and they're little like Christmassy murder mystery detective stories. They're all about different things. All I know about this one, it says 12 hours for captives, 1 chance to save them. And they're just like a very like comfort, like they're not comforting as in like what is being told, but like the whole feeling of the story and the characters, they are comforting. Just turned 8. We are 2.5 hours in. Oh my god, I'm so tired. I was like listening to the audiobook and I like actually like dozed off low-key like this. And then for some reason I had an alarm set for 8, and then I was like, and I still kind of knew what was going on in the audiobook. I was playing the audiobook because I'm so hungry and I'm so tired. But the thing is, it's a little too dark out for my liking to go downstairs. I don't know why, I just don't like going into the kitchen when it's dark. My Kindle, I don't know, I just couldn't focus on the words. I'm like 11% into this. I think I might whip up my iPad. I do that because like this is obviously the lighting on your Kindle. It's like made to be like nice and relaxing for your eyes. The light on your iPad obviously isn't, so I'm gonna, I think, harass my eyes with my iPad. Also, it's a bigger screen. I think I've yawned over 20 times the last like 15 minutes. With All the Beautiful Lies, I'm still a little bit like not 100% sure what it's about, but there's this guy and his dad passed away. Like he like slipped and fell. And then there's this other perspective, which is from like a girl. Let me check the back just to be sure. It says, on the evening of his college graduation, Harry's called home by his stepmother, Alice, following the unexpected death of his father. But who really is Alice, his father's much younger second wife, and how much is known about her past? Okay, so that's who Alice is. Yeah, so he like pulls up and she's kind of taking care of him. He's kind of trying to figure out exactly what happened. Okay, I'm on page 46. Page 46, I think, of this one as well. So 100 pages of this, and then 100 pages of the novella. So that's 200 pages in 2.5 hours. That's not that bad. And let me quickly tell you what the night before Christmas is about. So it's the day before Christmas Day. Like, it's the 23rd. It's Christmas Eve. Oh no, it's the 24th. Sorry, we celebrate Christmas on the 24th. Because Germany. But I live in the Netherlands, but like, fuck that. Fuck that. We do it the German way. We do it the right way. Christmas is on the 24th. Oh. See, this is why I don't read the back. The day before Christmas, it's a very quiet night. Somebody phones in that her husband and 3 of his friends, so 4 men, went out to go hike, and in the morning, and they haven't gone back, and it's like a really bad like snowstorm outside, or just like storming. It's just gonna get worse. And what I really like about this is just, it's very, very, very easy to read, but I'm gonna whip out my massive iPad. I put up a little, you can't really see it well, jazz Christmas music with just like a little fireplace, couch, snow, Christmas trees. I thought it would be nice for the atmosphere, but the music started to like, I couldn't tell if it was me or the music that was distracting me. I think I'm gonna charge my iPad and stuff and get her all ready. Hey, I got my breakfast. I literally was on the stairs and I was like, fuck, I forgot the cup that I use for my coffee. Then I realized it's already like 9. I'm probably gonna go to Dunkin' soon anyway, so I can always just make a coffee later when I'm feeling like it. Also, I only like my iced coffees. I don't like the warm coffees I make at home. I'm gonna read on my iPad. It actually was really nice because like, I'll show you. It's just like this. So that's quite nice. I'm gonna eat and read, and then I think I'll slowly get ready to leave to go to Dunkin'. We are 3.5 hours in. I'm back home. It's light out. It's 12. I don't know how long I was gone. I got halfway to the night before Christmas. Oh yeah, I was gone for like 2-ish hours. I am almost halfway to All the Beautiful Lies. I actually found that All the Beautiful Lies, the audiobook, is also on Spotify, and on Nextdoor you can only have it at 2xp. That's the highest you can have it, but on Spotify you can go up to like 3 or something. And I started to listen to it at 2.5, but then it was like, yeah, but like, you've finished all your listening hours. Like, ew. Yeah. Ew, that's gross. No thank you. My coffee was good. I'm feeling a lot more awake. I got an energy drink at the Aldi, and I've learned from all the readathons I've done before is that if you have watched any of them, you know I get like anxious and like paranoid if I drink an energy drink too late. And it's really only an energy drink. It's not a coffee. So what I'm gonna do is that if I feel myself dipping throughout the day, I'll do the energy drink, and then at night I'll do a cough. But I can feel the coffee starting to migrate. So I'm going to be listening to my audiobook while I did pause the timer a few times. So I think I'm like 45 minutes like behind on where we first were. That's a lie. 20 minutes. Now I'm gonna keep listening, and then we're gonna keep reading. I'm enjoying both a lot. So the All of the Beautiful Lies, I don't really know if it's my thing. It's very pedophile-y. It's just weird. It's just very, there's a lot of like weird connections that are like low-key not alright. And the night before Christmas, I'm really enjoying that one. I'm starting to like read it a lot quicker. I'm starting to go through it a lot quicker. So I'm very excited to continue that one. I also have the book after that, and that's book 5. That I still want to finish that before Christmas. So I might just read that during this readathon as well. Yeah, but we'll see. I am gonna go to the bathroom. To the ladies' room. It's a little later. Also, I changed into this sweatshirt. It says Thriller Reader. I have like less than 150 pages left in the night before Christmas. I got a little envelope. I'm part of this ambassador team from Jadestone Creates. She sent me this little package. I thought we could unbox it. The timer is on pause because my mom came to drop this off, and then we opened my advent calendar. I got nail polish and a mini Bum Bum Sol de Janeiro cream. Oh my god. This is so smart. That's so smart. Oh my god. It's a bunch of stickers and a bookmark. Hold on. Oh my god. And look how cute. This is so adorable. Oh, I really didn't want to rip the sticker. And I fucking did. I was trying to be so careful. These are a bunch of like matchboxes with different tropes. So you have fake dating, single dad, grumpy sunshine, second chance, slow burn, forced proximity. Like, I'm just gonna let you take a look at it. But like, this is so cute. Oh, that's adorable. I have this little like cup over here with a bunch of other bookmarks. Also some that were gifted to me. This one is definitely going into the mix. This one says, "There you are, I've been looking for you." Okay. Oh my god, this is so cute. This is a little like post. What do you call these? I feel really stupid for not remembering what these are called. Stamp? It's just a stamp. This one says cowboys and single dads and athletes and billionaires and best friends. Yup, I agree actually. And then this little book sticker. Literally adorable. Literally dying. I will never stick these probably. I'll just put them behind my Kindle, but I'll never actually stick these because I'm that kind of person. I cannot use my stickers, and I've just bought a junk journal just for that reason. Okay, this was so cute. I love this. And then also new material for the junk journal. I'm gonna keep reading. I'm reading it on my iPad, which is actually really nice. Like, I'm actually enjoying this very much. So we have 16 and a half hours left. Let's keep reading. It's currently 2:45 and we are, how many hours is that? 4? 8.5. I cracked open an energy drink and it's so sweet. It's actually hurting my teeth. But I just finished the night before Christmas. Let me actually whip it out. This bad boy. I really enjoyed it. Like, literally, we had like 40 pages left and I was like, girl, who is this killer? Like, who is this? Like, who's doing this? Because I had no clue. And then I guessed it, but then I didn't guess like the full extent of it. Like, I didn't guess the entire thing. Yeah, no, it was a good time. This series just always is. And I'm really happy I still have one more. I'm not gonna read that now. I might read it like later, like maybe later tonight if I like, because the thing is that I know that I enjoy them and that I can read them well and that I enjoy the writing and that it's not too difficult. So if I get tired again, you know, hold on, I'm like overstimulated because I had my heated blanket on the highest setting and I'm actually sweating, but I was like, no, let me first finish the book. And then my earring fell out and was like pinching my ear, and then all my rings were overstimulating me. It's been a rough few minutes. Book number 2 is done. I'm kind of upset in a way because we've been going at it for, that sounds really wrong, but for 8.5 hours, and like usually I read about 100 pages an hour. So like I finished the novella, which was around 100 pages, right? This was 64, so that's like 464. And then in All the Beautiful Lies, let me check, and I'm on page 205 of this one, so that's 600 and let's say 670, so that's like almost like 200 pages, like less than 200 pages that like got lost somewhere, lost in the sauce, like theoretically, which is pissing me off. But I know why. One, in Duncan, there were, for some reason, every American in my town decided to go to Duncan, and it was super loud, and I was very visibly reading, and they just were not clocking that. Sorry if you're American, but just don't. I live in a relatively small town in the Netherlands. Like, what the fuck are you doing here? And then I just constantly got distracted because there was so much going on in this Duncan, and I was just like, a lot of the times when I was reading, I literally, like, imagine this is me reading, this is me. And it takes me a good minute before I'm like, okay, focus. And then, like, I read and I don't comprehend. But I'm a lot more awake now. I think this is definitely doing its job. This is just the Aldi one, but this is the mango flavor because I don't really like the normal energy drink flavor. My mom loves it. I don't know. It just makes me feel a little bit sick. Reminds me a little bit of alcohol. And there's a watermelon flavor, but, like, for me, with watermelon, it's always a hit or miss, and I think mango is almost always a hit. And I like mango energy drinks. Like, I really like the mango monster one. Just that one is, like, deadly. Like, then I'm never gonna sleep. But I still have another one of these, and obviously I can just make my own coffee. But it's really weird because this one and The Night Before Christmas have the same exact amount of pages. So this one also has 364. So I'm gonna finish this now. So probably we'll be done in a little over an hour and a half. If I focus. While I was at Duncan, I listened to this really, really nice, like, Christmas jazz music, and then I tried to put it onto my TV on, like, Spotify, and then my Spotify wasn't working. So I'm gonna quickly continue listening, trying to see if I can figure that out, because I really want to have that up. But otherwise I'll just, like, re-put on the YouTube, but the music distracted me too much, even though I literally had it on, like, the lowest volume. And then also you constantly have the fucking ads where I'm like, girl, this is gonna be the continuation now. And then afterwards we can choose a new book, but I think I kind of know what I want to read afterwards. But, like, I need to see, because maybe after this I'm not in the mood for that at all. You don't know. You don't know, do ya? For the record, it's now 2:54 and we have 15 hours and 30 minutes left. The way this book is, like, actually messing with my head is insane. I got Spotify to work. I'm very, very happy. It's so nice. I'll link the playlist. It's just called Cozy Christmas Jazz, but I'll put it in the description if I don't forget. Okay? I'm probably gonna move to my reading chair in a second when it gets a little bit more dark out and I put on all my lights, because then I'm right next to my Christmas tree. But I literally have, like, 70 pages left, and I'm just like I knew it, but, like, I didn't know it until that, like, I guessed, like, a smaller thing, but I didn't guess the bigger thing. But this is crazy. But what I don't like about the book is that it's basically all just people that are either in love with somebody that are, like, it's just a bunch of people, and it's, like, only focused on, like, a specific amount of people, but every time it's about a certain relationship, they are always in a relationship with either someone that just turned, like, 18 and he was, like, 35 or something like that, and then the other one was like, yeah, she was, like, 25 years older and he was, like, 13. And it all is, like, relevant to the plot, I guess. But then on the other hand, the plot is kind of built on that. I don't really know how to feel about that. Because that's just a bit weird. I already know what I'm going to read next, but I really need to pee. And I think I'll just update you when I'm done with this one, or when I've moved, or I don't know. I'll update you when I have something to say or when I'm done. I think that's a good, and I also think I want to change, because these jeans are, like, comfortable, but, like, I'm sweating because I'm wearing 2 pants, so I think I just want to put, like, thinner pajama pants on top. And then I want to change into some other book merch because I have so much that I kind of just, like, want to wear all of it. But this one is just, like, so fitting because it says thriller reader. I'll see. I'll do that all after I finish this one. Maybe I have a new, yeah, whatever. I need a pee so bad I can't even think, guys. It is currently 4:44. We have 14 hours left, which means we've been going at this for 10. And I just finished All the Beautiful Lies. This was not my cup of tea. I'm gonna be so real with you. I was kind of reading it. I was just kind of like, okay. Were some of the parts weird and crazy and fucked? Yeah, but I just wasn't that interested, because also, like, I didn't really feel that bad for anyone except for maybe like Harry, which is like the main character, but like he didn't really feel like the main character because there were so many like main characters almost within, because there were so many point of views and stuff. The one earring, I don't know. The last 2 books that I've read by Peter Swanson, they just weren't really my cup of tea, but they're also like his older books, so like I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I wanted to read The Housemaid's Wedding, which is the novella between the second and third book. You can also read it after you've read the third book, but I haven't yet, so I wanted to read that, because then if I feel like it, I can just read The Housemaid is Watching, which is the third book and the final book in the Housemaid series, just because one, I kind of want to have that series done, and I just want a book that I know I'm gonna fly through, which is Frida McFadden. I think that might not be a bad thing, but then I'm conflicted on what audiobook to start, because I was actually going through Next Story and I was just like, I had no clue, because I do want it to kind of be off my physical TBR, because that's what we're trying to get down. They have a lot of Claire Douglas books. I still have like 5 on my physical TBR, so I could definitely do one of those, because they are very nice to listen to. Though I've listened to almost like every single one, like, because I still have available to me The Sisters, Do Not Disturb, Last Seen Alive, and Local Girl Missing. See, I'm kind of like, I don't want to read about anyone going missing or the woods. No woods, please. Because then I think genuinely all of like the last, let me count, because I actually want to know, over 6 to 7 books that I've read recently, like in December or late November, that have had something to do with the woods, or there's just like a scene that's like, oh, creepy in the woods. Like, I don't fuck with the woods at the moment. And I do want to read a romance, but like I don't. I want it because I'm like, not, maybe I should read a fantasy, but then a fantasy is so like emotionally a lot, and they're always long. But yeah, I'm just gonna read The Housemaid's Wedding. I just went through the Claire Douglas books that I have left, and they're all about something that I've read recently, and I just actually cannot do that right now. Maybe because I've just like read so much recently. Girl, I don't know. Because it's more just like for when like now I want to change, but I don't necessarily want to stop the timer. You know, it's kind of more for like these kind of moments. But I've come to the conclusion I don't like listening to romance books, because I just cringe. Because like, I'm gonna figure out what book to listen to, and then I'm gonna change and turn on all my cozy little lights, and then I'll be back. It was actually really cute, but it was still interesting. It was still like a little bit thrillery. I feel so goofy with my iPad, but it's just a lot nicer than my Kindle, just because it's a bit more aggressive on the eye. That was like a really nice way of making me a little bit more prepared for this one, also because in between the first and second book, it was such a like long period of time that I low-key forgot who everyone was, and now I'm reminded, and it's nice because now I feel like it's gonna be easier to get into this, to kind of like remember who's who, stuff like that. So I'm gonna download that because they're all on Kindle Unlimited. How many pages is it? Because that's always the important question. Oh my god, again, 364. That is weird. Hold on, let me check. Okay, in the physical copy, it's 383. But still, it's so weird that the Kindle version has that many pages, because like, what the fuck do you mean? Also, I still have to have dinner, obvi. It's now 5:45. I just had some crisps because I was that hungry, but I'm craving pizza. I hope I can have some pizza. Let's start this bad boy. Guys, we still have 12 hours and 11 minutes left, so we're almost halfway. And I'm not over it. I'm just not in it as much anymore. Not that I'm gonna give up or anything, don't worry. I'm on page 69 of The Housemaid is Watching, 19%. I'm 1 hour and 18 minutes into Local Girl Missing, and it's about 10 hours, so I'd say I'm 10% to that too. The thing is, I'm like, in The Housemaid is Watching, nothing weird has happened yet. Do you know what I mean? Like, nothing creepy. Like, it's just like they moved into a new neighborhood and they're meeting their neighbors, and like, yeah, like their neighbors are both a bit weird, like on both sides, but like nothing like super like, okay, somebody's been watching them in their windows, but that's kind of it. But like nothing has happened. And then like, yeah, I'm 70 pages in, but then also I'm 20% in to the story itself. I just ordered pizza. That should be here in half an hour. Getting tired. And after this, I need to read a short romance. I literally don't even want to think about people dying and killing each other anymore. Also, so far the story has been more about like her and her husband and moving into this new place with her kids and that, rather than anything thrillery that I was like used to from her other book. My camera's dying, so I'm gonna plug it into the charger. And I'm gonna keep reading, but I'm literally like laying down and reading like that. I still haven't finished this. I'm a very slow sipper, drinker, whatever you want to call me. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'll have a Pepsi with din, and then also I've eaten something because I'm pretty hungry, so then I'll be a bit more awake again. I just need a romance. I need a romance. I'll keep reading The Housemaid is Watching until dinner, and then obviously have to run downstairs to grab the pizza, and then I'll keep reading while I'm eating. I don't know, it'll probably be a bit of a mix of like physically reading and the audiobook, depending on like how well I can maneuver myself. See ya. I'm hungry, and I like ordered this pizza to arrive at a certain time because I thought, oh, I'm not that hungry yet, and then now I'm like, wait, regrets I have. I need to rant. The Housemaid is Watching. I am 51% in. Nothing like that is like similar to the first two books has happened. Like in the first two books, it's very much like, I don't know, they just had a whole different vibe to them, and this one, honestly, I'm really not enjoying. Basically, in the first two books, there is this guy called Enzo, and we really like him. Like, I feel like in the first two books, he's a very likable character. I have always liked him. In the little novella, I liked him because like he's like her husband now or whatever. They move into this new neighborhood, and they have this really nosy neighbor who's like full on flirting with this Enzo, her husband, and he's being so annoying. And like, I know it's the point, like it's the whole point that we feel like this, and that he's like, because he doesn't see it that way, but it's like, yeah, he's so good like at lying, like, you know, like I was never worried about it until now, because like, oh my god, it's just giving the cheating trope, even though he's probably not cheating or whatever. The main character, she's being so stupid. She's like, I don't know why this is happening. And the answer is like right in front of you. And it's just the way like her husband, like this Enzo guy, like, because she was like, yeah, no, like sometimes it feels like I have a third child. And like, because the thing is, I could never. Sometimes my boyfriend, I'm just like a bit like, use your brain. I had this like dinner at this like neighbor's house. They're very like fancy, whatever. And he forgot about it. He was like, is it on the family calendar? She was like, yeah. And she was like, yeah, we have to be there in 15 minutes. So he's like, okay, I guess I'll go shower then. And he comes downstairs in a shirt and like a t-shirt and jeans, and she's like, no, go upstairs and change. And I'm just so happy that my boyfriend, if we were ever like, if we're married and we have an event like that where we have to dress nice, I said to him like, you might forget, but at least I know if I tell you we have 15 minutes, dress nice, I don't even have to say dress nice because he's gonna dress nice because he's not a fucking idiot. And it's just like, in the first 25%, she was like, oh yeah, she was like excusing his behavior, like, yeah, it's a third child. If my husband behaved like that, he would be my husband. Period. I really hate stupid men. So I'm now on 51%, trying not to actually throw my Kindle at a wall, because I'm actually that aggravated. I feel like I need to punch something. That's how bad it is. in the first 2 books, it was like we lost the plot completely. Like, we're in Riverdale at this point. Like, started off as this crazy murder mystery, and then, you know, throughout the books we kind of lost the plot. I already didn't really love the second one. I think it would have honestly been fine if she just did the first one, if she really felt like she had to do that little novella I just read, because it was like, I guess, like entertaining, and for the people that do really care about the couple themselves, that like it's nice to read also for your reading goal or whatever. But I genuinely think it should have just been The Housemaid. Frida, I love you, bae, but you don't have to milk it. I have read 10 Frida McFadden books. No, 11, if not more, because I can't count because I don't have them all physically. And I've enjoyed every single one of them except for one. But I'm just really not fucking with this book. Like, I've been beating myself up about it, that I'm like not reading as quickly or as much as I usually do in a readathon, but for the first time in a long time, I'm doing a readathon where I don't feel like I'm forcing it too much on myself. Because usually by the time it's like later at night, I kind of feel burnt out. Like, I'm kind of like, I'm not having fun anymore. But now I just feel very at ease. Even if this is maybe not the best readathon in terms of like video content, at least I'm having a good time. It's actually pissing me off. I'm gonna keep reading. Like, I was like, oh, I'm gonna keep reading, and I literally just looked at the screen and I was like, oh fuck, I forgot what I was reading. I'm gonna keep reading, and if I actually cannot stand it, I'm not gonna DNF. If you know, I'm it's just like I need to finish things I've started. Let's do a little catching up sesh. So I finished the Housemaid is Watching. I'm happy I just have that series done also now, like before the end of the year, so like that whole chapter is like closed. I did not love that one. No. The twist at the end, it wasn't like the craziest twist, but then like in the epilogue, but then there was like another twist, and then I was like, oh, okay. But like, it wasn't anything too crazy, like not what I'm used to from her. And also, is it only 9:45? I was fully about to be like, yeah, it's already like 10:30 and I'm not tired. It's 9:45. But yeah, so as I said, that yeah, it just wasn't my fave, but hey, you can't always have it be your fave. As I said in the start of the video, can't see shit, but there's this novella series that's like called the Under the Mistletoe series, and it's like 5 different romance authors all published one novella in the series, and I have 2 of those left, so I think I just want to read one now as like a little palate cleanser to see if that's all I wanted for romance, to see if that's all I wanted from romance, or if I want to read a whole like physical romance book. Also, Local Girl Missing, I'm just gonna keep on audiobook. Like, that's more of a low-key book, if that makes sense. But I am on 98 out of my 100 books reading goal. Actually, I'm in the mood for this. I need to pee again. Frick, dude. I don't know what Now that I opened this up, I'm like not actually in the mood for this. I think I might keep it for when I'm more tired and I actually need to keep reading, because then it's not as like daunting. Like, if it's like, I don't know, 1 a.m. and I'm like, fuck, I still have like 300 pages left, you're like, fuck, I'm just gonna go to bed. But if you're like, oh, I'll just read a novella to pass the time, I think I'm gonna pee and think on what I want to read, like what genre, what kind of book, what I'm in the mood for. I definitely have energy, but I'm scared because I have a lot of energy now that I'm gonna crash, because I kind of want to read the last book in the D.I. James Walker series, but then I also don't, because I don't want it to be over. But then also I want to read it before Christmas, and Christmas is in like 13 days and I'm gonna be busy, so like when else would I read it? I'm gonna pee and think. That's my fave combination. Okay, I'm actually gonna probably crash in like 10 minutes. It's so bad, because this is exactly how I behave with my boyfriend, and I'll be like, no, I'm not tired, I don't want to go to bed, and then in half an hour you'll just see me like, oh yeah, I changed into these Christmas pajama. Okay, that's a very unflattering pose. In these Christmas pajama pants, and then this one says mood reader. I was debating on what to read. I was in between The Killer in the Cold and Hide and Seek. So this is part of the Helen Gray series. I didn't know if I wanted to continue this. And this is obviously the 5th and so far final book in the D.I. James Walker series. And this, look how cute. Like, this is the shit that the author posts on his Instagram. Look at that. Like, that's literally adorable. I have decided for Hide and Seek, just because I am gonna pick this up before the end of the year, like 100%, probably tomorrow. So yeah, and also the book before this, it ended like pretty hectic, so like you kind of like start off where that book ended, so it's not too much of getting into a whole new story. It's 10:10 and we have 9 hours and 38 minutes left. Yeah, let's just read. I have it open on my Kindle. It has I think it's 72, yeah, it's 372 pages long, but the chapters are like 3 pages long. The font is big. It's a very, 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 very quick read. So I'm not afraid that this won't hit. And as I said, I'm already kind of into the story. I'm gonna read.
In the hustle and bustle of giving and getting, it's so easy to overlook the true meaning of Christmas. But this year, let's come home to the heart of what Christmas is all about.
As I think has been pretty obvious, I'm super tired. I don't know why I thought waking up at 5:30 was like the best idea ever. It's now 11:30 and I actually feel like I've been up for a full 24 hours. I'm not even joking. And I'm gonna be... Every time I do a readathon, I'm like, no, I'm not going to go to bed. I'm not going to go to bed, at least not before 3 a.m., yada, yada, yada. And now I've decided I am going to go to bed. I'm going to probably go to bed in like an hour. I'm going to try. Okay, I'm going to try so hard because like I have to take my makeup off. I need to like tidy up the couch, brush my teeth, do my skincare. I'll put out an outfit for tomorrow, and then we would just continue tomorrow morning. I'd wake up at 7, start on the audiobook, and continue, get ready, and then keep reading. This is one of my favorite series, and I don't want to, like, not obtain any information just because I'm so tired. I don't want to drink another energy drink because I noticed earlier when I was still, like, fine, I already started to get paranoid, even though it was light out. And I'm dozing off. And even when I was sitting, like, I was like, okay, I'm laying down. Maybe I should sit up. I literally, I'm not even joking you. I'm sitting like this reading, right? And I fully literally fall like this. And I just stay like that for like a good 3 minutes. I can't do this, guys. I would have to read until like, I don't know, like 3:30 tomorrow. I wouldn't like stop and start the timer. I would just wake up and try to read as much as I can until the timer is done. And like I'm fine with that also because then like I still have something of my afternoon, my evening, if I now go to bed and get like an okay amount of sleep. I think next time I should just get a really, really good night of sleep before, wake up at like 7 or 8 and not 5:30. Because then at least I'll have the energy to at least like try and stay up. That makes so much more sense than what the hell I've been doing now. Yeah, because I don't want to like now stay up and then like, you know, not obtain any information and then also waste my entire day tomorrow because I'm so tired. I'd rather than wake up at like 7 or 8, finish the timer, and I could still use my evening to the fullest. But I think this is the smart idea to do, and I feel like I'm being really boring now. But also, I feel like I'm actually torturing myself. And also, my book is good. I'm on 22%. It did not feel like I've just read 22%. It's good. It's a good book. I'm going to try to read a little bit more, but I'll probably just immediately say this is not going to work and start tidying up and stuff. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if this is pissing you off, but not my problem, I guess. I am my own person. It's the next day. I made a little bit of a silly mistake. So I woke up on time and I put on the audiobook and everything, but I was like, I can just close my eyes and listen to the audiobook for like 5 minutes. 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes. And then I fell asleep for another hour and the audiobook kept playing along with the timer. I found like the last bit that I remember of the audiobook. I took a screenshot last night of where I was left. I'm being called. My boyfriend called me, but because he was like, "Are you awake?" I was like, I woke up a minute ago. I, for some reason, fully convinced myself that I could close my eyes and keep listening to the audiobook and not forget what happened. So I'm just gonna set the audiobook an hour back. The timer is now at 6 hours, 14 minutes and 55 seconds. So I'll just put it back at 7 hours and 14 minutes and 55 seconds. And then we're just gonna have to read for an extra hour. That's fine. It's not like the worst thing. And also now I'm not as tired. And now I'm probably not gonna be as annoying as I would be before. Thank God I took a screenshot of where I left off last night. I might hear a few repeated sentences. But honestly, I'd rather do that than like miss an important bit of the story. So let's go. Literally at 8:40 instead of at 7. I'm not in the mood to change, to be honest. I'm not really in the mood to make my bed. I think I'm just gonna go downstairs and make breakfast and make myself a coffee. I hope no one's up yet, so I don't have to like stop the timer for anyone.
May this be a blessed Christmas for you, with Jesus Christ in your heart and life.
Hey guys, I look rough. I wonder why. I'm on page 205 of Hide and Seek, and I swear to God, this fucking author will make you like a side character and kill them off. I think it's happened like 3 times now, and I'm so sick of it. Like, let them live? Is it that hard to let them live? In terms of the audiobook, I have 3 hours and 18 minutes left, but it's on 2 times speed, so an hour and a half. So 1 hour and 40 minutes, roughly. I don't know how many pages that is, but we still have 4 hours and 41 minutes left. I'll definitely finish this because I have like 170 pages left of this. I definitely will have enough time to finish Local Girl Missing and probably start another one in this video. My camera storage is about to be full, so I'll quickly listen to the audiobook and do that, like clear it out a little bit, and then I'll go back to reading. But I'm really enjoying it. This is the craziest thing. So last year I read book number 4. That was the last book I read in 2023. And then I started off the year with the series, like I continued it. Then there was a novella in between. So I read book number 5, then I read the novella, and then I hadn't continued it since January, which is crazy because I really like the series. This is like one of those moments where I was like, wait, it's meant to be that I read it right now. Because it takes place during Christmas. Yep. There was this whole, I'm not going to say what it is about, because basically it would spoil something. If you want to start the series, it would spoil something for later in the series, because that's what this whole book is basically about, and I don't want to do that. But it was just like, yeah, and like for the Christmas spirit we decided to do this, and I was like, okay. And then I was like, this is just meant to be. This is just meant to be. I don't know. Yeah, so I'm going to quickly do that, and then I will continue this. And I'll probably see you when once I've finished this. It is later. I don't even know what to say to myself, honestly, but it's 1:30, and we have about 2.5 hours left. I just finished Hide and Seek, and this was actually really fun. This was good. This was like what I was expecting. Do you know what I mean? Like, because like my expectations are always pretty high for these books, just because like I've enjoyed every single one of them. Was it my favorite? No, but I did really enjoy it, and it was very easy, captivating. And I didn't expect the twist, which is always a good thing. I think it was just more because, like, I know the author and, like, I know the vibes that, like, it was just more comforting than anything, like, crazy, you know? But we have 2.5 hours left, and I have about 75 pages left of Local Girl Missing, so I'm just gonna finish this. We'll probably have a little more than an hour and a half left, and then we can start something else. I think I know there's a novella after this one, and I definitely want to read that one as well, so maybe I'll just do that to pass the time and then start a different book. But this is book 100 if I finish this, so of the year, so that would be really, really cool. Let's go and finish this.
Let me read you a story.
It is 2:32 and we have 1 hour and 45 minutes left, and I just finished Local Girl Missing. It did not go in any direction that I thought it would. I wasn't like, oh my god, I could never see this coming. But it definitely was like, what the fuck? I hadn't thought of that. Hadn't thought of that one. Didn't think it would end like that. I think it's just I've read too many books like this, like in the last 2 months, that everything is kind of like, oh, well, that happened in that book, so like, could happen in this one, and then like, I don't know, it's just not as like surprising when it does happen. But it definitely wasn't a bad book. I enjoyed it. The floppiness though. So I am gonna read, you can't see shit, Running Blind, which is the novella. Hold on. Can somebody tell me why it's 110 pages? The first one was like 60. Because that one's 110 pages, and I'd rather just start an actual novel. I kind of want to read The Killer in the Cold, but then I have none left. I want that detective feel, so I could continue the Helen Gray series, but I don't want to. Not with 110 pages for a novella. What are my other detective series? I guess Killer in the Cold it is, because I mean, I probably won't finish it like today anyway, because I have so much shit to do. But then at least like I've made a start, then I'm into it. Hopefully we can get like 175 pages in, 150 pages in. This one also has some floppiness to it. It's a little bit, it's not like a stiff brick. Also, of course, that was just my 100th book of the year, so we hit my reading goal. Last year I literally hit the reading goal, I think, on New Year's Eve. Yeah, I'm just gonna try and see how far I can get, because originally this year I had like in the back of my head that I thought I could hit 125. Do I personally think I can read another 25 books in the next 19 days? No, but on the other hand, I have read now 17 books in the last 12 days. I'm not gonna say, never say never. Is 110 a bit far-fetched? That's another 10 books. But I have like Christmas novellas I wanted to read and shit. I'm just happy we hit the reading goal, period. And once I'm a little bit more into it and I know the story, I will explain what it's about. But you know how I feel about that. And I literally look like I don't like the way I look. I look like Hunter again. Yay! 4:30 and we're done! I got to page 135, so it was pretty perfect since that's what I wanted. I'm on 42% and it's good. It was good. I don't want to say what it's about actually, because if you read it's kind of like hide and seek. Like if you read the first few books and I tell you what this one's about, it like spoils. Let's do a little recap. I'll grab all the books. So I'm sweating, but I'm nice and warm, but I'm sweating. Because then, like, when I go like this, with one leg, it's too cold. But then like this, I'm sweating. We finished in total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think it's 7 books. I'll just grab my Goodreads. Yesterday, we started off with The Christmas Guest by Peter Swanson, which was a Christmassy novella. It had 96 pages. That one was fun. I enjoyed it more than I thought I would. The story itself was quite intriguing. Like, it wasn't just like a quick little like shitty story. It definitely still had like thought put into it. We moved on to The Night Before Christmas, and then the audiobook was All the Beautiful Lies. Well, obviously I first finished this one, and they were both 164 pages, which was like the weird thing. Let's talk about this one first. So this is obviously part of the D.I. James Walker series, and I did really, really enjoy this, like a lot. It's like, they're just very easy to read, and they're comforting, and I'm probably gonna give this like 4 stars or above. All the Beautiful Lies. Oh, it was that one. I was already like, wait, what? What was this about? Not my fave of Peter Swanson, and not my fave that we read in this video. Again, would I recommend it? I don't think so. If you want something like this, I would recommend it, but I wouldn't go out of my way to recommend it to you. If you were like, oh, can you recommend me a book by Peter Swanson? I wouldn't do this one. You know what I mean? Because it was just very weird. It was a lot about like age gap relationships, and that's kind of where like the whole like thrill of the story was built on. And I just like, am I supposed to feel like bad? It wasn't bad. It'll probably just be like a 3-star. Yeah, then I read The Housemaid's Wedding, which was the little novella, which had 76 pages. That one was fine. I actually quite liked the novella, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, it was still like a little bit thrillery, but it was so cute. It's probably also just gonna be like a 3-star or something like that, because like it's a novella. But then we continued with The Housemaid is Watching, and oh my god, did this give me a brain injury. And I'm kind of sad because like the last, like I'd say 30% I did really enjoy, and I enjoyed how the story ended up unfolding. But then also I feel like I feel like the story could be a lot shorter, a lot, like, I don't know, it could have gone a very different direction, which I would have preferred, rather than me being aggravated by the husband the entire book. That didn't really have that much to do with the plot. Like the fact that he got like hit on constantly, and like that he was constantly over there and like helping her, and like yes, it was part of the plot, but like not really. Like towards the end, that honestly didn't really. And I'm like, why did you make me want to throw my Kindle at a wall for nothing? I don't know. I still stand by the fact that the housemaid should have just been the housemaid. The novella was cute. Like that could have been added just for like, why not? Because like you see a lot of other authors just add a novella because they can, and like, why not? But like 2 whole other novels, no. I like the twists at the end, but again, I was just like a little bit like, oh, I was kind of expecting more from you, my bae, you know? This will probably be also like a 3-ish, around a 3. We obviously started Hide and Seek and Local Girl Missing, audiobook, physical book, but we will first talk about Hide and Seek. So this is the 6th book in the Helen Gray series, and this was good. I feel like I've already said quite a lot about it, but this was like what I was expecting from the book, but like it was still really, really good. But I was just like, I don't know, I think just because I always have like pretty like above average expectations for when I go into these books, I'm never like that surprised when they're like good, or when the twists. Would I recommend? Absolutely, but I always recommend the series like whenever I can. And then finally we finished Local Girl Missing. To be honest, I'm not gonna lie to you, while I was listening to it, like almost all of yesterday, I was not fully grasping what was going on. Like I understood, but I was like, all of a sudden a new character would come into the story. I'm like, who the fuck are you? And why are you relevant? And what the fuck is going on? Like, I was a little confused, okay? Also, I've tried to get the sticker off. It didn't work, and then I gave up. The storyline itself, because the thing is with Claire Douglas, it's always a little bit, it's always about the characters. It's always either, like, a marriage, a couple, or, like, a town, or now it's, like, best friends, or sisters, or, you know, it's always more about the characters, and, like, their development, and like what has happened between the characters is the plot. And I did enjoy this one as well. what, like, I was a little bit disappointed at the end though, because I low-key saw it coming. Again, like, I always say, like, not to the full extent, so, like, I guessed, like, a few things here and there, and so something I actually dismissed, because I was like, nah, that's too obvious, but then I was right. I don't know, was this my favorite by her? No. Would I recommend it? Yeah, I think I would, if this is, like, your thing. This is anywhere between a 3 and a 4 star. I need to, like, think, figure out, see where my stance is. Would I recommend, if this is your thing. And then obviously we just started The Killer in the Cold. I haven't finished this, so I don't know what my rating will be. I'm assuming it will also be like around a 4 star, just because like I think all of them have been around a 4 star. I think I might actually finish this tonight anyway. Like, I have to edit now, and I'm gonna shower and brush my hair, since I literally, all I've done today is eat. I need to edit and shower and then have dinner and stuff, but I think I might actually then, just for the rest of the time that I do have, try and finish this, because what do you mean I'm already on 41%? I don't know, they're very easy to read, they're very captivating, they're just fun. They're like exactly when you think of like, ooh, Christmassy thriller murder mystery, what are you thinking of in your head? That's exactly what it is. It's small town, blizzard, it's always snowing. There's always a snowstorm. The weather is always bad. There's always bad weather conditions. And it's like a found family within like the police, and I don't know, it's just, I 100% recommend this. Even just the first book, if you still need like something for before Christmas. I mean, I just realized I'm posting this on Christmas. I'm posting this on the 24th, and not everyone celebrates it on the 24th. So maybe for the 25th or the 26th, if you'd, I don't know, or for next year. I hope that Bae continues to write these, because now it's been like one every year, like each year. And I hope that next year there will be another one. So we finished 7. In total, we will have 8 over here that we were dealing with. Are these upside down? Yep. We read 2,180 pages. Because I read about like 100 pages an hour. And that means that like for almost 22 hours, I did like just read at my normal pace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for joining Vlogmas in general. I really enjoyed doing this. Was it hectic and super stressful and kind of overwhelming? Yes. Would I do it again? Probably yes. Thank you guys for so much, like, thank you guys for everyone who did watch every single day, and who's just been here through the entire journey. Also, in this month, obviously in December, it's always the anniversary of, in December it's also always the anniversary of my YouTube channel. So actually yesterday for me, on the 11th, I have been doing YouTube for 3 years, so that should be celebrated as well. And I don't think I'll stop anytime soon, because the thing is, I'm just having fun, and that's all that matters. Yeah, if you're still watching, comment this little emoji up here, and I will see you soon, sooner than you think. That sounds like a little bit of a threat. Thank you. Also, I did just realize we did not read a single romance book. We've literally only read thrillers. Bro, okay. Bye. I love you guys so much.